Good morning. Yesterday we shared meditations on the event of Columbus Day converted to Indigenous Day. The sad realities, the sad truths that have to be faced there. And we're living in a time when there are states such as Texas, Tennessee, and others who are dictating, Iowa too, dictating to schools and teachers in schools. By they, I mean politicians passing laws, that they should not teach about slavery in America, about what slavery has done to whole communities of African Americans and others, that there should be no discomfort in learning about the shadow side of our history. We could take some lessons from Germany, that Germany, after the Second World War, did not want to talk about the horrors that German people were involved in under Hitler, but they did, and they put it into the school system so that all the people would know the truth and the pain and suffering that humans are capable of, the evil that we are all capable of. Are Americans so much weaker and so much more thin-skinned than Germans that we can't hear the truth of our history? Why the Confederate War was fought? Why are we taking down the statues of these so-called heroes who were in rebellion against the country for one reason and one reason only, because they were married to their ideology of slavery, their economics of slavery, their religions that have been distorted to support slavery? Many people characterize our times as post-truth time, post-truth. Wow, anything that's post-truth is post-justice. And to dictate what our memories will remember, what we will teach our young people in school, and that it will not be truth. If we leave out slavery, if we leave out the history of the indigenous people, genocide, you leave that out of teaching people and young people, you're leaving out truth and facts. That's no way to healing. It's no way to wisdom. It's the way to folly and to more destruction in the future, because we have to cleanse our souls of the actions and decisions of the past that are still haunting us. They're still with us today in terms of unemployment and abuse and violence and wounds, soul wounds that whole communities of people have gone through for centuries in our country. It's not about saying the country is not beautiful. We have a beautiful land, but some of the principles on which this country is founded were not noble, not lived up to, but we're noble. But only the truth can make us free. So a post-truth time will not be a time of authentic freedom. And it will not be a time of justice, because truth and justice go together. Truth is, in many ways, justice. And justice is, in many ways, the carrying out of truth and the healing, that which went before. So notice again in these last 2 days, the teachings of Nicholas Cusa about how the acknowledgement of suffering, that even the Creator God is involved in grief and the suffering of peoples. So this is healthy spirituality, this search for truth and the sharing of truth with our children. It's in that context that we welcome great mystics like Nicholas of Cusa, Julian of Norwich, and so many others, lovers of truth, and of course, the great truth tellers like Jesus and Isaiah and the Buddha and Lao Tzu and Muhammad and Black Elk and all these great leaders, Dorothy Day, Sister Dorothy Stang. The truth is not something just to know, it's something to live out. And out of that living out, we all heal. We all find the nobility in ourselves. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.